The new gold rush is here, and it consists of making short-form content for TikTok and YouTube. The TikTok creativity program is making people rich and paying them more than doctors and lawyers. Look at this account here. They're posting in this what if niche, and they're getting hundreds of thousands of views on every single post. This one video here will have made them $1,000 alone. This literally could be you faster than you know. So let me ask, are you gonna watch another video without actually doing the steps? Or are you actually gonna get started and have a monetized TikTok account before you know it? People are outworking you right now, so let's lock in. So what exactly are these videos? I'll play you a clip so you can get a better understanding.
What would happen if you never stopped crying? After 20 minutes, all the bacteria on your face dies due to the chemicals produced by tears.
It's pretty self-explanatory, and I'll call this the what if niche. No more talking, let's get to work. In this video's description, you can find a Google Doc with literally everything that we're gonna use in this video, so open it up. The first thing we need are some video ideas. Head to ChatGPT, and I'm firstly going to ask the AI for some crazy what-if scenarios, specifically about humanity. Using ChatGPT means that we can literally never run out of this sort of content, and we can generate video ideas daily. Alright, scroll through the list and pick out an idea that you like. I'm going to pick this one about humanity moving underwater, as I think it'll make for a cool video. I'm next going to copy it and paste it back into the AI. I'm next going to ask the AI to generate me a paragraph that's 1,000 characters in length. This should make it long enough for a 1-minute voiceover, which we need for the program. Alright, the AI has given us back a paragraph. It's okay, but I think it loses sight of the what-if theme. I'm just gonna ask it to keep it. Remember, this isn't a fantasy niche. Alright, the updated script seems really good. We now need to ask the AI to divide up the script into sections and give us image generation prompts. Remember that all these prompts will be in the Google Doc. The AI has done its thing, but it's only given us 7 prompts, and 7 images won't be very engaging, so I'm going to ask it for more. Alright, we now have 12, but I still don't think this is enough. I'm going to ask it for 2 images per scene, as a way to maximize images. Alright, our prompts are ready, leave this window open, and you want to scroll back up and find the original script that we generated for this video. Copy it, and we can move over to the next step. We now want to generate voiceover with 11 Labs. 11 Labs does have a character-based system, but you can always get more for super cheap. Once you're on 11 Labs, head to Voices in the top left. On the next page, hit Library. As our niche is kind of dark, we want to add a deep voice to use for our voiceover. I'll search deep in the search bar. Try out a few by hitting Sample, and once you have one, give it a name so you can find it again and add it to your voice library. Alright, head back to Speech. On this next page, you want to find the drop-down menu with all your voices, scroll around and find the one we just added and then select it. You now want to head to the main text box and paste in our script from ChatGPT. Alright, with our voiceover done, we can go ahead and start generating some images to use in our video. Head to the Google Doc and click on the link for Leonardo. Once you're on Leonardo, hit Launch App in the top right. Once the next page is loaded, you want to hit Image Creation in the middle. Once we're on the next page, head to the top right and toggle on this switch that says Legacy Mode. This will save you credits. Once here, we need to make some changes on the left. Make sure that you're only generating 1 image, or you'll use extra credits. Next, scroll down and hit this drop down under Advanced Controls. You then want to change the ratio to 9:16. With these settings done, we can start copying over the prompts from ChatGPT, copy them, then paste them into this box up here, and hit Generate. Alright, you want to go ahead and do this for all the prompts that we got from ChatGPT. If this is done right, it should only cost 4 credits per image. I'm going to go ahead and skip to when all our images are done. Now, before we download all the images, you want to firstly go ahead and hit this back button in the top left. Once back on the main page, you then want to hit Personal Feed just below the back button. Once here, you now want to scroll down, and we're going to select the first image that we created. Once here, hit this button that says Image to Motion. On the next page, you want to make sure that the strength is set to 1, and then hit Generate. Now you want to repeat this process with as many images as possible, in order, until you run out of credits. Don't worry about your credits, they reset each day. When you're done with that, head back to image generation. I'll skip to when these images are created. Alright, you can now see that we have some moving images, they look good, so you want to go ahead and download everything that we've created from Leonardo, the moving images, and also the still images. Alright, we've got everything, so let's edit it all together. For this, I'm going to use CapCut. Once you're on CapCut, import everything that we've just gathered. I'm going to start with our voiceover, so select it and drag it onto the timeline. Once it's in place, we need to scan it for dead air. This is these massive gaps like this that contain no audio. Hit B to bring up a splitting tool, and then split and remove the bit in the middle. This will really boost our video's engagement as no one wants to listen to silence. You need to do this for your entire voiceover. Once that's done, we're now going to make ourselves some captions. Head to text in the top left. Now hit auto captions, and then hit generate. It'll take a moment, but you should be left with captions that look like this. I'm firstly going to drag them to the middle of the screen. Next, head to the top right, and give them a font that you like. Now, you want to give your captions some depth, so scroll down and select the boxes next to stroke and shadow. Now at the top, hit animation, and then captions. I'll go with spring. Our text is looking good, so let's add our images. Start by selecting your first moving image and add it to your timeline. Once it's in place, we need to change this video ratio. Hit this ratio button and then select 9:16. I'm now going to crop the duration of this image so that it's a little bit shorter. You now want to add in all of your images, one after the other. Try and line them up with the correct part of the voiceover. I've got less to save me time, but you should have a full timeline full of images. Once your timeline looks like this, I'm now going to add an adjustment to our video. Start by selecting adjustment in the top left. Now, hit the plus button under custom adjustment to add it to your track. Now, extend the duration so that it lasts the entire video. Now head to the top right, scroll down, and increase the saturation to about 15. This will make our video more vibrant. Now scroll down and increase the vignette to around 15. This will darken our corners, which I think looks really good. Alright, we now want to make our images move. Select the first one and head to animation in the top right. Next hit combo and select one you like. This will now make your image move. You now need to repeat this process for every image on the timeline. Don't worry, this literally takes seconds. Once all your images have some animations, I'm finally going to add some text just to make our video that bit more engaging. Head to text, click add text, and then add some default text. I'm going to now make it so it lasts the duration of the voiceover reading out 2050. Now I'm going to drag it and position it high up in our video. Head to the top right, scroll down, and select a template. Next, scroll back up and select a font. Once that's done, I'm going to head to animation. Find one where the characters appear one by one. Alright, this text looks good. I'm now going to copy and paste it where the different years are revealed. This helps reinforce the effect of the timeline and makes our video more engaging. Here's the finished result.
What if by 2050, rising sea levels forced humanity to retreat into underwater cities? As coastlines vanished,
That's all for today's video. Get the best digital assets in this video's description. Bye.